This semester we learned a lot about how to create a film.
We brainstormed for a while to find our topic, homelessness and stereotypes of homelessness.
We've learned a lot more about the everyday struggles homeless people face by researching, going out into the community, and interviewing professionals and people who used to be homeless.
We learned that sometimes there is not enough space in shelters.
In Baltimore City, there are about 2,000 shelter beds available for over 4,000 homeless people.
Also, it is difficult for homeless people to find jobs or a house.
There are so many barriers that come to employment or gaining employment, like having ID. You have to have an ID in order to be employed anywhere. Having a viable or a reliable address and a reliable phone number. Having the money for transportation to get back and forth to work. There are a lot of things that play a part in that. And for a lot of people, employment is the last thing on their list right now as priority because they're worried about how they're going to make it, how they're going to make sure they get something to eat that night. They're worried about where they're going to sleep that night.
One of the most difficult things is that there's very, very limited options available to someone who doesn't have savings or an income or a job. So there are a couple kinds of housing that the government will pay for. So it's income based. You pay based on what your income is, and in some cases, if you don't have any income, you don't pay any rent. Those are Section 8 and public housing. There's a waiting list for Section 8, and in Baltimore City, the waiting list has been closed for a long time. So that means you can't even get on it. You can't even get on the waiting list.
We had Ingrid and Luther come in because we wanted more information. We didn't have enough knowledge.
We took a trip to healthcare for the homeless to speak with people who had been homeless.
Because people think homeless people are dirty and lazy and alcoholics. Well, I'm not dirty, I'm not lazy, I'm not a drunk. None of us were. Things happen in life.
I joined with the Faces of Homeless Speakers Bureau because I want to change people's perceptions about homelessness. People become homeless for all different reasons, and there are natural disasters. Some people are just a paycheck or two away from becoming homeless because they don't get paid enough in the first place, and so they're struggling. And just like that, if they lose their job or they get sick, they could become homeless. Homeless people are people too, just like you and me.
Some people think that homeless people are lower class citizens. Homeless people are human beings and they should be treated like you would like to be treated.
We learned that there are a lot of different reasons people would become homeless.
It is not easy being homeless.
We learned that most stereotypes don't fit the person. We want to ask you to put yourself in their shoes.
After going through the experience of making this film, we realized we had not known as much about homelessness as we thought. We want you to know that homelessness is a big issue in Baltimore and we can help stop it.
There are ways to help, such as volunteer at a shelter or food bank or donate clothes.